Okay, so I want to talk about. I did some research on the COVID vaccine 19, the COVID-19 vaccine on January 13th, 2021. So, we're just gonna start with the basics, like I normally do. I'm gonna start with virus. Virus is a noun, an effective agent that typically consists of a nucleic acid molecule in a protein coat. It's too small to be seen by light microscopic, and and is able to multiply on living cells as a host or of a host. So I got that off of Wikipedia. So when I got on www.cdc.gov, because see, the reason why I'm into this is because I'm really thinking about getting the COVID vaccine, but it has its pros and its cons. So we're fixing to just start with the pro, what they're saying, what it's all about. Okay, so they're saying that the COVID virus, the coronavirus 19, spreads mainly from person to person, mainly through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Of course, we know that. Also, droplets can land in the mouth or nose of people or nearby, or possibly inhaled into the lungs. Okay. So then that's when they start talking about the spread more in a contact with one another, people within 6 feet. That's when you do the social mask. You wear your mask, and then you do social distancing 6 feet. It also may be surface or objects viruses has on it, and then touching mouth, nose, or eyes. So you can go to a grocery store and maybe someone who has it, or it could be you visiting somebody and they have it, and the germ spread when you touch it and touch your face, eyes, ears, and that's how you can also get the COVID. Okay, these are the vaccines. Now I can't pronounce them, but I had to Google 3, 4 different spots to get them. Now we're gonna stay on the www.cdc. This is what they were saying about these mainly two vaccines. They were saying that, okay, the COVID 19 or the Corona 19 vaccine cannot make you sick with COVID 19. They're also saying several different types of vaccines to teach our immune systems how to recognize and fight the virus that causes COVID 19. They're saying that if you take the vaccine, the process can cause a fever. Typically takes a few weeks for the body to build a protection against the COVID 19 after the vaccine. So, what I'm thinking is you take the vaccine, you got to wait maybe 3 weeks to 6 weeks to go back to see if your body is building some type of immune system against the COVID 19. Now, I'm thinking that you can still probably, during these few weeks, you probably can still receive COVID. Okay. So I just went on and I wanted to know, like, what were the main United States typical vaccines. But what I found out was New York Times and www. I'm gonna put this up. Okay. So the main two vaccines for America are is the I do not know how to say this word. BioNTech. That's its own only one dose. One dose. I guess it's 2.1 milligrams. 2.1 milligrams. Not only that, it's a messenger RNA. So it's a messenger RNA vaccine. I don't know if you guys can see me. It's a messenger RNA vaccine, and I think it's like the main one. Now, now this is supposed to be one dose. You don't have to have the COVID or not, you know. And to me, it's like a strong dose. It's the main dose that they've been giving people, because when I got on www.usatoday.com, I found out that a guy named Dr. Gregory Michael, who was 56 years old, a OBGYN, who worked at Mount Sinai Medical Center in Miami, Florida, died to the dose of this bizarre biotin. That's on www.usatoday.com. There, you can see the video up there. Hello. Hello. We go somewhere. What time? What time? Yeah, 1. We go around 1. All right, I see you right now. All right, bye. Okay, so he ended up dying due to basically a form of lower than normal numbers of platelets, which helped the blood clot. So basically, he had a stroke. I guess because when he took the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, it reacted in a different way, in a terrible way, to where I guess it lowered some of his platelets, and he ended up getting a blood clot and dying of a stroke and a heart attack like 2-3 days later. That's the bizarre. That's one, con or negative in this vaccine. That's on New York Times. He had one daughter and one wife. It's an investigation about it. So I just figure I just kind of not get into detail about it, but just talk about it. I'm talking about the vaccine. Okay, the next one it's called the second one that they use in the United States of America. It's called the Moderna vaccine. Okay, I'm gonna just write it so you can Google it. Okay, it's 1 dose and 2 dose. Well, it's a 2.4 milligram. So it's a 2.4. Basically, when they give you the vaccine, they're giving you 2.4 milligrams of this vaccine. Now, this vaccine is the doses come from M-RNA-1273. So I'm gonna put that in there. That's another name that they call it. It's the Moderna vaccine, but they go by, well, like how the Pfizer BioNTech is really equal. Basically, is the messenger RNA. This is, I guess, the messenger RNA 1273 is another one. So they just had M-RNA 1273. Okay. So what I did was I did put up a couple of videos or clips from different uh, news articles or whatnot uh, of certain issues, the pros and the cons of the vaccine, and basically how they use the RNA within, which no one ever used it. But when you watch the video on my Facebook page, you will see how they talk about RNA versus DNA. You know what I mean? And we do have RNA in our bodies, as well as, of course, everyone knows what DNA is. Kind of. Okay, so I end up getting on, like I said, New York Times. And I wanted to know more about the vaccines, because people are saying there's 5, 6, blah, 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 where there are 8. Sometimes that there are 8 right now, but they are getting ready. They're trying to create 64 coronavirus vaccines. Okay, this is what New York Times is saying. They're coming up with more vaccines, I guess, for the world. Now, these vaccines I'm fixing to tell you about are not in the United States of America. Okay, these vaccines are some in China, Japan, India, Africa, different places, but they are have certain bases, like basically like the the messenger RNA. That's a base to the Pfizer BioNTech corona vaccine. Okay, so the Moderna vaccine, it's a base to the M-RNA-1273 vaccine. Now, these other ones, they're basically for different countries. And one is, I'm going to put up here, I don't even know, it's called it has 2 names, but I'm going to go with the Cove Eye Shield uh, vaccine. It's a adhesinovirus base or something like that. So this is how you spell it. I mean, if you want to Google it, A. Then the word is the COVID shield vaccine. Basically, it uh it's a virus for emergency bases. So they have different stages or bases or trials. Emergency base. So that's for, I want to say, like India. When you get on New York Times and you go to how do the 8 vaccines work, they're going to pop up the main ones they're using around the world. So that's one, but that's not for United States. That's just another vaccine that hasn't came here yet. It will be, some of these will be trialed this month to see if they can help people in the United States of America. That's one, the COVID shield vaccine. It's for emergency bases, like in India or something. Okay, the next one is the COV2.S. And that's for like people who are in phase 3 trials. I guess I'll put up here. So here is the scientific or whatever. These words are for scientists and other nurses and doctors to know. but it got the COVID-2 dot S, and it's basically for phase three, phase phase three trials. So it's certain countries that are dealing with different stages of the coronavirus, and they're making vaccines to help them. And that's still part of the adenovirus emergency base. It's still part of it. Now they have some more. They even have a protein base. They have an activated base. They have all kinds of COVID vaccines. We are still on the adenio. Oh, I hate my speech. I cannot say these words. I'm sorry. Virus base. So here's another one, and these are two COVID vaccines into one. And this one's called this. I'm just gonna put it up there. Or well, I'm gonna say the GAM COVID vaccine, because this is the name. And what it is just two combinations into one vaccine. Two combinations, two different combinations. Different combinations into one. And it's still a virus base. And then here are the two let's see my colon. Here are the two ones they use. AD26 and AB5. So if that vaccine comes, there's two of them in one. I'm gonna say, I can't say game because there's no E on there. So I'm saying like GAM COVID vaccine, which has two different combinations. It's a adenovirus base, and the combinations are AD26 and AD5. Okay, so that's two in one. That's two vaccines in one. And like I said, that those are in different countries right now. They haven't been trialed yet. Okay, so we're on the next one. I'm trying to hurry up. This is the last adenovirus base. And I don't know what it is, but I'm going to put up here so we can get to the protein base. Okay. NVX dash COV 2373. And that's the next one. That's the next COVID vaccine. And like I say, it equals to the adenovirus bases. So as you see, each of these these different viruses have a particular base that they focus on, kind of like an enzyme to me. An enzyme is something that fits into a block that creates a builder block to for the immune system or for anything. That's what I learned in biology. So I'm just going off of biology right now, but that's the last one. Now this one I really couldn't. They show how it looks and stuff, and this vaccine, but it's a protein. I think it's a protein base. Or maybe this one is the protein base. Maybe I messed up. I think I messed up. Okay. So this last one isn't an adenovirus base. That's a protein base. Sorry. Let me recorrect this. This country. NVX dash. I should have made me an actual good. That is not an NOV. This one, it's a protein base. So they have protein base vaccines for COVID. Protein base. This one, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. This one I put up is actually the protein base one. And then I have this next vaccine, it's BP dash COR V, and it's inactive. It's an inactive. Oh my gosh. It's an inactive base for the COVID. Inactivated. That's inactivated, which to me, inactivated means it's not, I don't know. Maybe it's not even created base, right? So that's the one that's in an inactivated base. Okay, so then we have two more, and basically they're for emergencies in different countries. Now, all of these are in different countries except for the Moderna vaccine and the Pfizer BioNTech coronavirus vaccine that's here. Let me put this last one's up. Corona vac. And that's for emergency. And then this last one is the Covaxin. And that's also for emergencies, which haven't been trialed here yet. But like I say, the Pfizer BioNTech is in America. It's a messenger RNA based. You have the modern vaccine 2.4. It's a M-RNA 1273 base. So both of the ones in the United States are RNA based. And like I said, one guy, Dr. Gregory Michael, the OBGYN, who was 56 years old, who worked at, died of one of died of the Pfizer BioNTech only. It's only one dose. He died of it due to a form of lower than normal number of platelets, which help the blood clot and have him have a stroke and a heart attack. So, I was just trying to give you something to think about because, like I said, New York Times is saying that there are 64 corona vaccines, but there are only 8 out in the world, and only 2 in the United States of America. And most of these probably will be trialed to see if they will do some good in America. But you have to understand, with vaccines, it kind of reminds me of the flu, sort of like even in mumps or chicken pox. And that's what they also say, that some of us don't make it, but um, they need to actually be accurate with certain vaccines, so people won't die from them, and either they can find another vaccine to save them before they die, or whatever it is, because no one wants to walk around in masks for the rest of our life. So I really take this seriously when someone takes a vaccine that's supposed to help and it backfires, and it's an investigation about it. So maybe the vaccine is too strong. I don't know, but they could have done more to save him. They could have tried different ones. But that's just all I wanted to say. And thank you for watching, and being interested and want to hear something, I don't know, informative. Besides what's going on Capitol Hill, because we really need to focus on the corona. We'll have a new president by the 20th. We have to focus on our health and ourselves, our children, most importantly, the kids' life. We need to fight to get over this epidemic. Seriously. Now, I do want to talk about corporations real quick. Most corporations, jobs, businesses are making people take the COVID vaccine. Now, like I said, there are 2 of them. I don't know which one. It could be both of them. They're making them take, but including in the Air Force, the military, and the Army, they're making people take the COVID vaccine. And there are 2 COVID vaccines: the Pfizer BioNTech, which is only 1 dose, and it's a messenger RNA based, and then they have the Moderna vaccine that is a M-RNA-1275 base. So there's 2 different types of coronavirus vaccines here in the United States of America, and corporations are making people take them. And I don't think they're making them. I mean, they're not looking fully into it, because there have been complaints of lightheadedness, blood pressure being up. But this particular man started feeling tinglings in his feet that died, and that's what made him go back to them. And I don't know, they could have tried to at least save that man's life. My condolences go to the family, to many families who are devastated and heartbroken of the coronavirus. So I just want to say, that's just what I really wanted to talk about. Next time, probably not get on there, I'll try to find certain corporations that are making people take the COVID vaccine. If not, I would get on stimulus checks. The stimulus checks. So I have something to do around 1, and I would like to say have a blessed day. Stay positive. Just stay positive. Stay, keep the faith. Sometimes you have to be humble for a good reason, and just be protective of the coronavirus. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect everyone who's live in your household or even around you. I tell people all the time to wear your mask cover your mask up, wear your mask around different people. I could be, anyone can have it by this point, but just be protective, and let's try to work together to get over this epidemic/pandemic. God bless. And have a great day.